We all have some older bottles of bourbons in our collections. What are mine? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today, we're going to be taking a look back in the past at some of the older bottles of whiskeys that I have in my collection. Now, these are not the bottles of bourbons with high age statements. These are the bottles of bourbons that are old in my collection. Now, as always, before we get into my bottles of bourbon, I want to know what your old dusties are down in the comments below. Do you have anything from the 90s, anything from the 80s, anything from the 70s? Let me know those bottles down below. Make sure you guys drop that like and smash that subscribe button because we're still on that road to 20,000 subscribers and I would love to hit it by the end of 2024. But without further ado, let's get into bottle number one. Bottle number one is going to go to my E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. This one is Batch 10, and Batch 10 was released in 2021. Now, I know this isn't a super old bottle, but it is one that I was able to acquire that was released before I started my bourbon adventure. And it was one of, if not the best releases of the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proofs, and it is one of my absolute favorite bottles. You know, I'm about halfway down that bottle right now, and it is so sad. Once it hit this line right here, I was like, oh no, I might need to go out and pick up another one of these. Batch 10 is coming in at 127.3 proof, and it is said to be the best E.H. Taylor release, and it is just that darn good. I've had a couple of pours of other ones, but this one right here is superior to those two. So who knows if those older ones are any better, but you know, this one right here is darn good stuff. Let's get into bottle number two. Bottle number two is going to go to Barrell Bourbon Batch 28. Now, this one's coming in at 108.86 proof, but this was released in 2021. So again, not super old, but before I had gotten into bourbons, and this is said to be one of the best barrel releases, and man oh man, is it a delicious pour. You know, I don't know if it's better than 31. I will stand by that bottle to the day I die. Batch 31 was fantastic, but this batch right here can hold its own. These older barrel bourbon releases are some of the best whiskeys out there. This one, I believe, does have some 15-year-old bourbons mixed in with 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. But man, oh man, you just cannot go wrong with this Barrell Bourbon Batch 28. It's one of the older bourbons that I've got right now, but we've got 3 more to get into, and I know you guys are probably wondering what's in this glass right here, and this is the oldest bottle of bourbon that I own in my collection right now. If you don't know it, you gotta stick to the end. But let's get into bottle number 3. Bottle number 3 is going to go to Stagg Jr Batch 15. This bad boy was released in 2020. So we're almost in the teens with this bad boy right here. But man, oh man, this is one of my absolute favorite Stagg Juniors that I have ever had in my life. This one's coming in at 131.1 proof. It is an old boy because it still says Junior on the label, and it is just some really darn good Buffalo Trace whiskey in that bottle right there. Can't go wrong with that. I might personally say it's better than Batch 12, which was said to be the pinnacle of Stagg Juniors. Who knows? I could be right. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. You never freaking know. But let's get into bottle number 4. Bottle number 4 is going to go to Old Grandad 114. Now, you are probably wondering, what in the world are you doing holding on to a bottle of Old Grandad 114? Well, this bottle is from 2003, and this one and bottle number 5 I found together. This one was unopened, bottle number 5 was opened, but they were both found in my grandfather's liquor cabinet that I just happened to stumble upon about a year ago at this time. This bottle right here, you know, I don't think is going to be any good. You know, maybe one day I will open it. I do think that this bottle has seen some oxidation because of the amount of bourbon that has been lost in this bottle as it is still sealed. You know, I think that, you know, old granddads, I think, are up into that neck area. And, you know, since 2003, sitting in a liquor cabinet, it has had some evaporation down to the top of the shoulders here. And I do not think that this bottle will be good. It's just a really fun piece to have, a nice piece of history. You know, I think that this bottle might be worth something one day. Who knows? I don't know. Again, I could be completely wrong. You know, I know older 114s do go for some crazy prices, but I don't think I'm ever going to sell this bottle. I think I'm going to hold on to this bottle right here. And, you know, maybe one day we will crack it open. But, you know, I don't know. This is one that I think might just stay sealed until the day it is completely evaporated out of this bottle. But you guys are most likely wondering what is in this glass right here. Some of you might know, a lot of you might not, because we got a lot of new subscribers, and I think that this last bottle right here is something that is really, really cool. And a little hint before you bring it out, it is 11 years older from the bottle than I am. So without further ado, let's get into bottle number 5. Bottle number 5 is going to go to Wild Turkey 101 8-year from 1985. So let me do the math. This bottle was released in 1985, 8 years prior. That means that this distillate was thrown through a still in 1977. So this is some really freaking old whiskey in this bottle right here. I was so thrown back when I saw this bottle sitting in that liquor cabinet at my grandfather's place. Holy bajoli, my mind almost went through my head. I didn't know what to do. I saw this bottle and I was like, there is no way, right? This is an old gold-topped Austin Nichols 8-year stated bottle. And when I looked at the bottom of it and I saw that embossed 85 on the bottle, I was in shock. Holy cow, this bottle was something that I just didn't expect to see. You know, it's one of those whiskeys where you try it and you are taken back into history. I've given this pour to a bunch of people because it's just one that, you know, because it's been opened, you know, you gotta drink it, you gotta enjoy it. And, you know, I've had a lot of people say that this is one of the best older pours of whiskey. And, you know, that just goes to show that older bottled released bourbons might be better. You know, we've had this conversation before where older oak, older trees might allow better influence on a bourbon. You know, we don't know until we do more research on, you know, new oak versus old oak, what that influence has on a whiskey and stuff like that. You know, pours and everything change and stuff like that. But this right here is a throwback to the past, and I absolutely was in shock, and I absolutely love this bottle right here. You know, we're about halfway down this bottle, a little bit past it. You know, when I got it, it was probably up to here. And, you know, this is a whiskey to enjoy. Like I said, I want to know what your old bottles of bourbons and whiskeys are in your collection. Let me know. You guys got stuff from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Let me know those down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, smash that subscribe button. But until next time, this has been Nathan, the Everyday Drinker. Cheers.